Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more yet another Zombie Survivors, and the update is officially live. I have been playing on the public beta the last few times, but this is now live. Everybody can jump in and try it out. I'll just go over a few of the changes super quick. I'm not going to do anything too extensive here because I did cover most of it in my previous videos. But they added a bunch of new items. Not going to go over all of them now. I think they added 8 of them. They added a brand new character, the mechanic, who is mainly an ice type character, and she does have some abilities that can sort of buff up other characters' abilities. They added new tier 3 weapons for every character. So there's basically 8 new weapons in the game, or I guess I should say like 7 new weapons in the game plus whatever she has. But every character gets a new tier 3 weapon. So like SWAT gets a grenade launcher, the tank is going to get a super shotgun, the engineer is going to get a plasma. So pretty cool updates. They did a ton of balancing changes, and that's kind of what we're going to jump into today. We're going to test out one of the new buffs that they did. They supposedly really buffed up explosive type builds. So that's what we're going to run today. They upped the damage for the rocket launcher. They increased the damage for the monkey decoy. They increased the amount of arrows the huntress can shoot. So that should hopefully buff up some of these explosive builds. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the tank, we're going to run the SWAT, and we're going to run the huntress. These characters do have a lot of explosive abilities, and their main weapons are going to be explosions, so should be pretty decent. We're going to run the health points and armor like always. We're going to run the explosive damage tag type by +5 and damage 25%. Then we're going to run straight up damage 25%. And then they did add these new badges. This is a physical damage type. So anything that is slashing, kinetic, or explosive, we're going to get an additional +3 tags for. And then we're also going to get 20% additional damage. So along with this one, they also added an elemental badge to sort of counteract that, where you get the elemental tags and then damage for that too. So that would include, electric, fire, ice, chemical. So let's jump into this. Let's see how this goes. I'm not overly confident in this run. I still don't see explosive builds being incredibly powerful, even with the buffs, because I just don't think they're going to scale as well as some of the other ones do, like with permafreeze and bleed and being able to stun. We're not going to get like any CC effects or any of that. I am going to do Saw Blades first, because I do think Saw Blades is one of the best early game abilities for this character, even though it's not explosive. They did add a transparency filter, which is great. I have it at about 50 or 60% right now. So depending on how the explosions get, we can adjust that. But that is a pretty cool feature that they added. So I know a lot of people have been wanting that, because sometimes the screen clutter on this game can get absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's do shotgun. We're going to probably push the weapon too, because, well, actually, I don't know if I'll push the rocket launcher super quick, but I'll at least push up to the shotgun, the sawn-off, or whatever they call it in this game. But this is definitely one of their better updates in a while. A lot of cool new stuff, a lot of cool new weapons. Definitely, if you haven't checked out this game in a while, 100% worth jumping back in. I know they are a little slow with their updates. It feels like they're not really pushing them out super fast, but when they do put them out, they do feel very substantial. Okay, we'll take SWAT. We'll just take SWAT right away. Get that XP modifier, that's fine. And then let's go with, we'll get that pump action right now. But when they do put out the updates, they are substantial. A new character in this game is a big deal. Like, new characters in other games, maybe not as much of a big deal, but a new character in this game is a big deal, because it totally changes like build compositions. It gives them a bunch of new abilities, a bunch of new weapons. So I guess there's a lot more balancing that goes into this than maybe some other games when you add new champions or heroes. You know, they're not just like additional stat characters like Rotato or something. These are they're much more intricate than that. And then all the new items, all the new balance changes, and again the new weapons. There's a few oh wow, that's actually awesome. We got it right away. The bomb explosions generate with explosive damage types are bigger. I wish it was more damage, but you know, I'll take bigger explosions, so we'll roll with that. Let's see. I'm gonna banish. I could banish either of these because we're not really gonna be. This isn't gonna be like an ability. It'll be a little bit of an ability build, but duration and damage, or duration and area, isn't gonna mean as much for this build. So let's banish the bleeding though, because we're not gonna really do any. And I'll take the bomb. I mean, that's. I think that's really the only good explosive item that we're gonna be taking. Let's go turrets. And so with the explosive tag, it's the reason why this is not really that great is because it's mainly just going to increase like the radius. Whereas other things, you know, they're gonna take, like this one's gonna give them bleeding ticks. This one makes them take more damage. This one will stun them, and then like they'll just, a lot of these apply damage and some really, really good CC effects. The tags for this just increase the explosion radius, which is where I think maybe its biggest weakness is that, because I don't know if I care super much about explosion radius over damage sometimes in this game. I think having more damage or something like that would be a little bit better, but I don't know what they would need to do to balance that. All right, let's do mines. But since they did buff the damage for these, I am hoping it will be a little bit better. Because I always jump in with an explosive build thinking, oh, let's try it out. Because every time they put out an update, they buff explosives. And for some reason, it never feels like it's enough. It feels like they need to go really, like a really, really big buff. And part of me thinks that's in the tag. Like without having to readjust all the weapons and the skills and abilities and whatnot. If they wanted to change how the tag worked, then maybe that would be good enough. So we'll see. I'm not gonna. This is just based on previous experience with this game. I haven't run an explosive build yet since, because I think they did buff it a little bit too in the public beta. So, but I didn't have a chance to run it there. So, all right, let's do grenade trail. We'll just get a little of every ability right now. Legendary pickup range. You gotta be kidding me. Honestly, that's horrible. I'm not even gonna pick it. I don't care. This game drops enough magnets where I'm not gonna waste a bonus like that on pickup radius. I'd rather just get the extra XP. Okay, let's do Fury Unleashed for weapon reduction. And then this game's also, we're not really gonna have any sustainability, because I am not gonna be picking up the medic. The medic is a good class, but I mean maybe the best class, but not for what we're gonna be doing here. Okay, let's banish. Oh great, the pickup. Let's banish that one, and I think I'm gonna re-roll these. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for outside. Oh, let's take this. Okay, now the glass of milk is obviously probably one of the best weapons. but you do need to hold it in your inventory now. In previous updates, you didn't have to. A lot of people did say that now you do have to hold it. So we're gonna take it anyways because it's still a really good item, and since I don't have a medic with me, getting that extra like 3,000 HP or whatever we're gonna get from it will be incredibly helpful. But yes, we do have to hold on to it now, because if I drop it, we are gonna lose the health bonus. I have not tested it out, so don't necessarily take my word for it, but that's what I've been reading. So I am not going to test it out this run, because I will be very upset if I lose all my HP that I worked on building up. I wish there was more stuff too that we could maybe build towards. We're not going to take any of these. I'm just going to skip or liberate this, not skip. We're not doing provoke. Let's go back to minefield. I do wish there were maybe some more items too that were geared towards this build. So we're going to do demolition here. Now spawns 2 turrets which fire explosive bullets. So that'll help with our explosions. Because a lot of the stuff doesn't really, you know, because explosive weapons they're usually lower, you know, they're not like fast-paced firing weapons, so they don't benefit from a lot of, hold on, let's do pump action. Like ones that, you know, like trigger crit and then cooldown reduction because you're firing at such a low speed. And then even with crit chance, I feel like those mainly benefit too from the faster firing weapons. And I don't know, I wish there was a way to just like really just boost up this damage a little bit more. So we will probably take things like I'll probably take like Killing Frenzy, the sugar cubes. Whenever we kill a boss, we're gonna get a Killing Frenzy bonus like this right here, so we sort of get that increased fire rate. Because I think all the explosive weapons do have magazine sizes, so they'll increase from that. And then I'll probably look for items that just straight up increase my damage to enemies. There's the knife that gives us 30% damage to normal enemies. I believe there's another item that will give us extra damage to bosses and elites. So we're gonna look for those kinds of things. So like injured, we're not gonna be doing, we're gonna convert most of everything we do to explosive over kinetic. This one could be okay, and which we will take. I'm gonna banish the magnet one though. Let's banish the magnet, and we will take Scouter, which is going to, weapon attacks against full health enemies are now critical. So let's take that. That's a maybe replace, maybe. Let's do, I don't think we're gonna do, oh, well, yeah, okay. I think we will do taunt, actually. Let's do taunt. Because the other one, I believe, is shrapnel, and shrapnel is not necessarily something we're looking for. But taunt will be good because, again, we're not going to have any other forms of CC. I'm not going to have any electric. I'm not going to have any freeze. So we're going to lose out on a lot of that. Let's do weapon crit damage on the SWAT. I have used the SWAT's grenade launcher before, and it is pretty good. So I'm not as confident in the rocket launcher, even though the rocket launcher did get a straight up like 50 plus 50 damage bonus or something. And the SWAT's grenade trail got a bonus too. I mean, I don't know how much of a buff it is, but it explodes quicker now, which I guess is something, but I don't think it's a damage increase. So I think it just explodes faster. Let's go SMG. Let's start moving up on the weapon chains. Okay, yeah, let's go back to weapon. Almost everything in this build is going to be relevant to us though, because I want to get all the weapons leveled up and then the explosive abilities too. So it's like it's a hybrid sort of. Okay, I'm gonna liberate this again because I'm just looking for the Huntress. But I think by the next time, if we don't see her, I'll pick her up. Okay, we can go pump action, and then that will get us to the rocket launcher. So usually what I consider a somewhat successful run in this game is 40 minutes. That's what we're gonna kind of be shooting for. And again, I don't know. I don't know if this build will be able to do it. Some builds I have a lot of confidence in. Like, I'm pretty confident, like, oh, if I wanted to, I could probably survive an hour or more with this build. This is not one of them. Let's go bombing strike. I would be very pleasantly surprised if I can make it, like, in the 40-50 minute range with this build. It's just gonna need, it's gonna need a lot of damage. That's really what it's gonna need. All right, we could do more critical damage. 40% critical damage really isn't like a lot. Let's banish slashing. I don't know, 40, I guess I'll take it just because it kind of pairs well with this one. So we'll take that for now, but again, this is all potential replace items. All right, not the minigun. Let's go ricochet. Okay, there's our rocket launcher, so let's take rocket launcher. See, I think what makes the rocket launcher sort of weak is you can see right there, I literally just missed 2 rockets. 2 rockets shot and they hit nothing. Maybe as we get the speed going a little bit, it'll be better. Like if we can get some attack speed stuff. There is a way to make it so projectiles will fire faster too, I believe. So that actually might be that might actually be one we consider taking here, seeing how slow this rocket fires out. Okay, let's go more rocket launcher. Let's actually, I'm gonna do something super quick. I'm gonna turn the transparency a lot down so we can kind of see the explosions. I just want to kind of like, I want to be able to gauge the size and all of that. If it starts getting too crazy, we'll get rid of them. But I mean, this is an explosive build, so let's see the explosions, right? Okay, we can go with attack speed, and we'll put that on the tank. Okay, I do want to get the Huntress here. Yes, alright. Didn't even have to waste a reroll. Alright, so there's the Huntress. So now we have our 3 classes. That worked out pretty well. I didn't have to use any rerolls to get what I wanted. Okay, so we are gonna take, I'm gonna take Sugar Rush. Let's banish the healing bonuses. And then defeating a boss activates a killing frenzy, so let's do that one. Okay, no sniper rifle, let's go bow. We could try to get the box of chocolates too, which would obviously be a good weapon now too that pairs. Oh, there it is, grenade launcher. So grenade launcher, 125 damage, some attack speed, 14 magazine size, and whatever cooldown reduction. But the chocolate box pairs with glass of milk because for every 300 health we have, we're gonna get some crit chance. And I think if we have maxed out health, I think that gives us like 17% crit chance. And so since we are kind of building crit damage here, that could be a decent combo we roll with if it shows up. Because I already, I already have the glass of milk, which honestly was probably the most important item to get for this build. Because again, no medic, I'm not going to have any sort of real life regeneration unless I start seeing some good, like a legendary pickup somewhere. I always love seeing what sort of damage though we can do with new runs. When we were trying out the new character, it was fun to try to see what kind of damage they would do. And she's pretty good. I do think the mechanic is a pretty good character. Maybe like upper middle. I think upper middle is where I would replace her. Okay, I have a chance to reload instantly and cool weapon reduction. I'm gonna take it, but that's definitely a possible replace. Let's do... I'm definitely not gonna do Omni. I do love this weapon. I do love this item though. But actually I'm not gonna... No, let's not banish that yet. Let's just banish this one. Because Magical Hat is useless. There is a chance I could take the weapon one, the Ruby gem, but taking the Ruby gem and then this doesn't really feel that great. But maybe it just like shows up in a way that we end up taking both of those for a little bit. But the Ruby gem itself isn't super bad, but we're also not going to have a ton of tags. All right, let's go weapon cooldown reduction on... We'll go back to SWAT, I guess. See, that taunt is doing pretty good. Let's go grenade. Let's just max out grenade launcher. But this build is pretty much based around damage. That's really it. You have to have damage or this build's not going to survive. So maybe even, I might even take, at this point, since I do have the glass of milk with, 5,000, I'm going to get like 5,000 HP. Maybe I do take the glass cannon if that shows up for double damage on both ends. So I actually probably should be looking for that one. So like I said, this build's going to rely on killing the enemies before they get to me. There's no sustainability here. There's no CC other than a couple taunts. I'll have a few taunts, but that's it, you know? I'm not going to be slowing any enemies down. I'm not going to be electrocuting them. Like, electrocute is super good in this game because it basically stuns the enemies and lets you just run around them. You can almost perma-electrocute them. See, that rocket literally just missed, didn't hit anything. I could really use that faster projectile one. I never really thought I would use that, but now that I'm seeing these rockets, that might be one to look at when if it shows up. All right, this is probably a reroll. I'm gonna banish electrify because we're not even gonna do. I mean, I could banish. I think I could banish any one of these. I'm not gonna pick any of these. This one like maybe. That one's a maybe, but not for right now. These ones are. This one's not horrible. You know, I could probably just take this one. I like getting the lockdown. So if I see like a weapon damage one, we can turn that into a legendary after a couple military trainings. All right, we could probably. I'll probably just go supercharged. The other choice is chemical. Neither of which are ideal. But I think I'd rather have the chemical one only does like 2 explosions. I think I'd rather just have more explosions. So I think it makes more sense to do the electric one. So now I can lock this down. So out of these ones, we can just lock that down, and we'll take. I'll take attack speed on not the Huntress. Let's go swapped. Zombie decoy. So that will get me another taunt on the battlefield. Go ricochet. So ricochet does work with the grenade launcher. It basically does 2 explosions. It's definitely hard to tell, but it's there. And then you're going to see all our damage from the grenade launcher just switch over to ricochet, which is, unless that got changed with the patch, it's kind of a weird way to show the damage. Okay, so let's do explosive arrow since it's there. Alright, okay, we're going to go with this one. Okay, I don't have any more banishes, so there's our glass cannon though. So this definitely will be a glass cannon run. I'm probably gonna keep this item the whole time. I have a big health pool, so I can hopefully survive a couple hits later in the game. But I'm gonna need any damage to win this. I do think this is a pretty good start with our items, though. I am pretty happy with these. I don't really think honestly, there's really nothing else that I'm really looking for other than maybe there's a few good items we could get, like again, the box of chocolate for the extra crit, the faster projectile speed. Those are items we could take if they show up. We'll take our legendary here, and then I'm actually gonna lock down the health regeneration, because again, these other ones aren't as important. Like the duration really only affects like a few spells, and for this one I'm gonna put it on swap because I've been looking at the cooldown reductions for these weapons, and the rocket launcher is actually really fast for now, and the grenade launcher was a little bit slower, so we put that reduction on them on the SWAT. All right. Ooh. Okay. This is like, oh, here's the, okay. I'm gonna try this. Ultra Instinct has had issues. I've had issues with this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm hoping it's fixed for this though. But what it's gonna do is it's basically gonna convert all of these damage tags over to my explosive. So it's basically it's gonna give me like almost 50 here, or like what, like 35, 47. It's gonna give me like 47 extra explosive tag. So I think we'll try that, but I'm gonna take the chocolate box, and then what am I gonna replace? Not these. I probably replace this one. These feel a little redundant. This one I could replace this one too. Yeah, let's replace this one because the 17% or whatever this is gonna, yeah, 17%. It's gonna be for everything, and it's gonna be the one we just replaced only works if they have full health. So like if my ability hits them before my weapon does, it doesn't count. So let's go with that. So now we'll have a pretty high crit chance just all around, even with the abilities. And then I have that other item that's gonna give me, I have the flashlight for the extra crit damage. which again isn't really a lot. I feel like if it's gonna take up a whole item slot, I would like to see it be more than just 40%. Should be like 60 to 75, if you ask me. Because I mean, there's one item that gives you 30% damage, like flat out 30% damage. Usually critical damage stuff is a little bit scaled a little bit higher because it requires you to crit. If you're not critting, you're not getting any bonus from that. I'm gonna try that Ultra Instinct though. We'll see if it works. And then I think I can replace it too. I think I just pick it up. It's gonna convert all my tags over to explosive, and then I can just drop it for the next item. I assume that's how it's going to work, so I don't think it's gonna convert all my tags back if I get rid of it. But again, with the change to the glass of milk, who knows? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do infinite. So basically every explosion now is going to ricochet. Okay, so let's try it. I'm just gonna take it now unless one of these items is better. This one's not bad. Especially since I do have this crit stuff now. That one's actually pretty good. I would replace this one then. Because this gives me cooldown reduction. This would give me cooldown reduction, but also attack speed. See, but then the issue with this one, like this is the issue with these explosive weapons is, you know, they're slower firing. So, but it allows all critical hits, right? It doesn't just say weapons, it could be abilities. And I do have this to give me extra critical chance, so let's do that. And let's sub out you. And then I'll pick up the Ultra Instinct next time, maybe. It doesn't hurt to keep it in there longer, because I'm just building up my tags anyways. It's just going to give me more tags to convert over. As long as I'm not taking explosive tags, which I probably should do. I should probably... So, like, let's take Bear Trap. So that's an extra tag to convert over to explosive. And then, yeah, like, let's take Helicopter Strike. This should get me... Oh, no, not yet. You know, I think I'm gonna switch it over. I think I'm gonna switch it to XP, and I'll take the HP regen right here at blue. So far, so good. Okay, so again, let's take different tag types. And then I have to think about what item I'm going to replace. I'll probably replace Schrodinger's cat, I think. As much as I do like that item. let's go again with a different tag type. Go with a different tag type. So let's actually see what this is doing right now. So that's actually not, yeah, see, I didn't think it was really going to be too much. 7 reduction, 2 attack speed. Yeah, so man, I don't know, maybe I replace that one. It's just, these weapons are too slow firing, which is kind of what I figured would happen. It works best when you have weapons like the minigun, the assault rifle, those types of weapons. Okay, so let's I can't banish anything here. Oh, we probably would want to take, I forgot about this one. The opposite of this one though. We probably want to take that one. Okay, so what are we doing here? Explosives, critical damage. I think I am gonna drop this one. You know, Killing Frenzy kind of serves the same purpose, but it's a little bit more reliable. So let's drop that, and then let's see. So explosion radius is 103 right now. We're gonna convert over 38, 48, 49 tags if it works. Okay, there it goes. So now we're up to 90 tags. So 210 explosion radius now. At least it worked. It did work. It wasn't working before, so I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or not, because I did lose the injured tag. You know, not all my weapons are explosive, but commit to the build. That's what we're doing. None of the other tags were relevant though. And now I can replace that item too, I believe. I guess that'll be part of the test. We'll see. I'm going to assume I can drop it though. I'll probably do the, yeah, let's just do the gunner, because the other one is chemical. So again, neither of those really super relevant, but we'll go with the gunner. This Ultra Instinct is such a crazy item because it can really buff up one of your damage types. And I tried to do it with a chemical build one time, or a freeze build, and it crapped out on me. So I'm gonna go back to it. We're gonna go back to that freeze build, and I'm gonna try it again. And we're gonna run Ultra Instinct, because that's gonna give us like a huge perma-freeze bonus, and then when we perma-freeze enemies, we have a chance to one-shot kill them. And so that's what I wanted to do, but it glitched out, and you can go back and watch it. It was still a really good run, but would have been awesome if we could do that. Oh, here's the one I was looking at. Okay, let's replace this, and then let's replace Ultra Instinct. Oh, it brought them all back. No, it did it. Oh, whatever. All right, whatever. So officially everything. Oh, this works out perfect. So that is now XP modifier. It's gonna get locked down, and now I can take the weapon damage. Let's put that on one of these two. Let's try to even it out. Right now the SWAT has more crit damage and more attack speed, so obviously it would be better on him, but I'm gonna try to even this out a little bit. So let's put that on here. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so you officially can't really swap anything out anymore. I wonder if that includes the power ring, the ring of power, where you get the 10% for each SOS you get. I wonder if you have to hold on to that now too. All right, that's fine. At least I didn't like put bad tags in, because you know the kinetic tag is still fine. It's not like I had like some random tags that I don't necessarily care about. But that is a bummer, it doesn't work. So you now have to, that just means you're gonna have to hold on to all these items now. My guess would be that the SOS ring you have to hold on to now also. If anybody has tested that, let me know. Because I'm not gonna test it mid-run here. We already tested Ultra Instinct, and we know that doesn't work. I just imagine though all these, yeah, you probably have to hold on to all of them now. Which is honestly, that I feel like that's how it should have been. Yeah, I feel like it always should have been like that. I always thought it was just an unintended glitch or something when you could get the SOS ring, build it up to 40% damage on everything, and then you could just drop it and you would still keep the bonuses. Like, I always assumed that was a glitch, but they never fixed it. Like, they never changed it. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not a glitch. And same with like the milk, like it makes sense. You should have to hold it, because otherwise it is by far the most OP item in the game that you basically need every single run. Every single run you would need glass of milk, because you could just build up your HP and then drop it. There's literally no reason to never take that item. And giving yourself 3,000 HP is huge. That's a huge item. So yeah, it was always weird to me that you never had to drop it. Okay, honestly, I think we're pretty set with our items. I have the explosive tag item, I have the HP. This item maybe, I don't know. Like this one's I guess a maybe. Probably keep this one for the crit chance. Definitely keep this. I think we probably will keep this. Definitely keep this, and then this one's a maybe, but you know, probably keep. So I think I'm okay with this. I guess I could replace that the what do we call it? We'll do the moving. The one that does the projectiles, but that's a maybe, because I don't really, when I have Killing Frenzy, you know, you don't really need as much of those other stat bonuses. And this should get me my legendary XP gain, right? Let's do weapon damage over there for everybody. Okay, yeah, there's my XP. Ability. Ooh. I think I'm gonna re-roll this. Which is crazy because I have so many re-rolls and I have really good items. I barely had to use my re-rolls. Because I want a new thing to lock down, but I don't want any of these. I mean, maybe reduction, but who would I put that on? SWAT? Yeah, okay. I could do that and put that on SWAT, and then we'll take the XP modifier. And then, yeah, we're gonna have, I'm gonna have cooperate too on this, so some of these are gonna be a little bit redundant in stats. A little bit overkill. Alright, but these are all no's, so this is a skip. Well, I guess I can... No, I'm just gonna... I don't know if I want to save all my rerolls. Because, you know, this item may be a little bit redundant, because, we're gonna get our weapon attack speed on this character too, and when we get cooperation, it's gonna apply to all of them. So yeah, maybe this one is gonna be a little bit redundant. So yeah, let's try to replace that one. This could be good. I mean, I might as well, yeah. So this one's gonna be guaranteed at least rare, and then pairing that with this, I can pretty much get a legendary every time. So let's go with that. And that'll be a little bit, that'll be pretty substantial because I can get, you know, weapon damage, XP gain, ability cooldown, weapon cooldown. Although I probably won't go too much into, weapon cooldown stuff now because I think we'll kind of have enough of that. I think the gains will be too minimal. Okay, so cooperation now. So ability is now equally shared among all survivors. So now everybody's going to get extra attack speed, extra reduction, and then extra weapon damage. So let's do that. So I like taking these because they just kind of apply to like everybody. Go bear trap. Okay, so yeah, so now we're gonna start getting these all the time. Let's see. Dodge, movement speed. I guess we'll go movement speed here, or I could do a reroll. Health regeneration. Oh man. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna lock down the health regeneration. I'm gonna take the ability cooldown reduction, and then let's put that on the slot. So going forward, so now that I have a blue lockdown and blues are gonna show up, going forward now, I should always have a legendary. So whatever the one we just took, the I can't even remember what we took now, the HP regen, that's going to be legendary next time. And then there's going to be a blue quality that I should be able to lock down and then put that then the next time that'll be a legendary, and then so on and so forth. Okay, let's go with weapon crit damage. See, like, that's already 10% right there. And then having to use an item slot just for 40% again, that's why it doesn't feel like it's as strong as it should be. See, then this is another one that was a maybe. But at this point, yeah, I think I am gonna I think I might swap this out for this. I don't know, but like with the crit chance now, they pair together well. But 30% damage. What's my actual crit chance? I guess it's going to be for individual characters. 42. Okay, how this looks. 42. Okay, so everybody's like at 42. That's not too bad. But then just to do 30% damage to elites and bosses all the time? No, okay. Alright. I'm actually just gonna skip this then. If the knife shows up, maybe I would take that. I'd be more inclined to take that, I don't know. I just feel like that 40% crit item is just not really that great. This build is slowly starting to struggle. I think we are going to sort of really push that 40-minute timeline right now. This is why I wanted that health regen. Because you can see I got hit and I'm very, very low on health already. So if I were to get hit twice in a row, you know, that would put me in death territory. So I think it's important to get some health regen here, so I can try to survive a couple hits in a row. Okay, we'll just do arrows, I think. Because I know I do have the double damage, but I don't think I can drop it. If I drop it, I don't think I have enough damage. It feels like I have to have that item in order to kill as decent as I am now. Okay, and right now I kind of think military trainings are my priority, so whenever those drop, I need to go get those as soon as I can. Okay, let's do weapon critical damage. Weapon crit chance. Okay. Okay. No. Oh, ability. Okay. Whatever. We'll lock that one down. I'll take the HP regeneration. So you can see these two pair together really well, those two items. So literally every time now it's going to be... Every time we're going to see a legendary. These are no's, so I'm going to just skip this. And again, I'm gonna save my rerolls. I want to save my rerolls for sort of for the dang. See, that guy takes one hit, takes half my health. I want to save my rerolls for that military training stuff. And I wouldn't mind, like, I wouldn't mind getting some more HP regen if I see it again. I wouldn't mind locking down another like one to get a legendary. Need military trainings to drop faster. Much faster. Someone wanted to see a luck build. I will definitely do a luck build here soon. I kind of already just did one to an extent. You know, it was a hybrid luck build, so I don't want to jump right into that again, but I will do like a full luck build at some point here, where we take both of these items and then we take all the other luck items. It's going to be hard for me to pick this now because I feel like I'm always going to want to take one of these. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh, my hold on, the game glitched out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. See, it's not my controller. Okay, okay. Okay. Wait, no, what's happening? The game's like glitching out my controller. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta switch over to WASD then. My controller, the controller is not dead. The controller is glitched out. It is straight up glitched out. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll skip these. Again, I don't have any banishes left. I wish we would find that other item. There is maybe a chance I did banish it. Man, I don't know how people play this with WASD. It does not work as nearly as well as a controller does. People are crazy for doing that. Alright, let's go with ability crit chance. We'll lock that down. I'll take ability critical damage. So these two will pair together pretty well. We'll put that on. Who probably has the better crit abilities? Probably him. Because he'll have turret, grenade, and helicopter. I feel like those would probably do the most damage. This one actually might not be too bad. Mine, Saw Blade. Let's just go with SWAT though. I'm gonna die here because I have to play on mouse and keyboard. Yeah, there's something weird happening here with my controller. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's do weapon damage. Yeah, see, I'm dead. I'm dead because of it. I can't move around as well. How do people play with it? How do people play this game with mouse and keyboard? It's impossible. You don't have the full movement range that you do with on a controller. All right, let's do. All right, we'll go with arrow ring here. So annoying. So annoying. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened there. My controller, it didn't die. It's plugged in. It's hardwired in. I don't know what happened. Oh, that's a super unfortunate ending. Honestly, though, I don't know if it would have lasted too much longer anyways. I kind of felt like we were on the verge of dying anyways. But who knows? But I mean, rocket launcher, okay, 40,000 damage. That's a pretty good amount. What is this? Bombing strike, 236 damage. Sometimes these damage numbers just seem ridiculous to me. Like, how is that even a thing? How is something in a 40-minute run only doing 236 DPS? Minefield did okay. Saw blades did okay. Grenade launcher did about 26,000, with ricochet at 5,000. Helicopter strike, grenade trail, and turrets did okay. And then our weapon over here, 43,000. Was that more? That was. This was the highest damaging weapon right here, explosive arrows. With, again, arrow range, super low DPS, zombie decoy, fine. Bear trap, I guess fine, because those are more CC type abilities. So yeah, I guess that was okay. The weapons definitely did do a lot of damage. Grenade launcher, I mean, I think you can pair these together in a way. So, you know, you add the ricochet damage into this because it's technically weapon damage. But then what about penetration? That doesn't work the same, like, work the same way as, I guess it's just, it doesn't work the same way as ricochet does, where it adds like whatever penetration it does, like extra damage. But either way, we'll say this did 30,000. Either way, it still didn't do enough. All right, well, there we go. I mean, unfortunate ending, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll look at my controller, make sure it wasn't my controller, but I don't know. It's plugged in, so we'll see. But that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. This has been our explosive build. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.